It's 2 years since I came to ISB as the dean. It's been a fantastic 2 years, a very steep learning curve, but also a personally fulfilling 2 years. The very first address that I gave, I talked about this being the decade in which ISB needs to make an impact. One of them was a much deeper relationships with the government. Our partnership with the Capacity Building Commission has resulted in a lot of engagements with the government, some of it in terms of exec education, some of it in terms of capacity building, some of it in terms of engagement with the central training institutions, where we give a little bit of our expertise and interact with them, trying to develop their own courses as they go about their business of educating Indian bureaucrats. I am very pleased at this point to say that we've launched ISB Online. We have a limited number of courses currently in ISB Online, but the vision is very simple that a lot of the courses that we present to our PGP suite of students. A lot of it can be presented in a very nice manner using technology and asynchronous content that we will be putting online. We will also be creating a large experiential component in the curriculum itself, because education, the way that it is progressing, is going to be one where there is going to be a lot of interaction between the workplace and the people who are educating. A third piece, and this is a piece that takes us back to our roots in some way, is that we want terrific people who are at the cutting edge of research. We have a lot of them ourselves in our faculty, but we have a large network out there, whether it is schools like Kellogg, whether it's schools like Wharton or London Business School of Fletcher, and so on. We have a number of these faculty out there who keep visiting the school. We want to create the space where they can come in and they can deliver programs in short, bite-sized pieces. When I talk about these new programs, we also need to be thinking in terms of the infrastructure needs of the school. So we take very seriously the idea that we are one school, two campuses. One of the ways in which we want to say that both the campuses are equal, and we know that they're equal, but we also want to tell the outside world that we're equal, is the program, the PGP program itself. We would like to have equal numbers in Mohali and in Hyderabad. So we're building infrastructure that will house more students in our Mohali campus. We also want to bring up the number of faculty that we have on our Mohali campus. So there is another bit of infrastructure that is coming up, which is faculty housing. When it comes to Hyderabad, there has been a lot of pressure on the school's infrastructure because we've had tremendous success in exec education. Everyone, whether it is a corporate or a government department, they want to be educated by the ISB. That's great news, but it starts putting pressure on our infrastructure. So looking at our plans and looking at what we will be needing in the next about 5 to 6 years, we believe that a large dedicated exec education center is necessary, and we are building it along the lake on the Hyderabad campus. We've already begun construction, and we hope that this will come online by April of 2025. Given the rankings, I look at where we stand and I say I'm glad that for the PGP, we are number one in India. That's very good. For Exec Ed, we've done very well. We are number one in India. That's very good. But overall, when we compare ourselves, and our benchmark should be schools that are great schools that are there in other parts of the world, and the rankings themselves. So number 39 on the PGP is not something that we need to look at and we need to say that this is great. Okay, so this is not a ranking that we should be happy about. When it comes to things like diversity, when it comes to things like sustainability, it's not about us rising in the rankings by doing well on these parameters. It is about doing the right thing so that we can be the role model that we should be for other business schools in India, but also for businesses in India. So over the last 2 years, if you ask me, and what is it that gives me the greatest joy in being the role that I'm in, it's in listening to different people talk about our alumni and talk about them in such an exalted fashion. But what I'm conscious of also in my many conversations with alumni about how great they are as citizens of the world. And I hear you, as alumni, I hear you when you tell me that we need to be role models. And when I talk about the capital that the school enjoys, the part about the capital that is important for me to underline is the social capital. The goodwill that we have for the school in India, whether it is leaders of businesses, whether it is leaders in civil society or in the government, they, along with our alumni, they have been a tremendous source of support for the school, and the reason why the school, in its very short time and its very short history, it has reached and attained the status that it has. Thank you very much. Please continue to support the school. Also, please constructively engage with the school so that you can tell us and point out to us the things that we should be doing better as we are going forward. Thank you very much.